step back for a minute to the macro of what's going on in research, and be really interesting if you could talk a bit about, this body of work, acid research. Is that the right term? It's not LSD.
No.
Within the cannabis world, but take us out a little bit and give us a bit more of the landscape of how CBDa and acid, this body of work is being addressed today.
Yeah, well, we touched on a little bit before that the acid forms have been somewhat neglected, primarily because of their stability issues. And if you solve the stability issues, then you've opened up a whole area of investigation that otherwise would not have been done.
What are these acid forms, though? What does that mean, an acid form?
Okay. So the plant doesn't really produce CBD. It doesn't produce THC. It doesn't produce CBN. Okay. The plant comes from not the plant, but the cannabinoids all come from a central biological precursor called CBGA, or cannabigerolic acid. Okay, that's the central molecule of which all other cannabinoids are derived. That includes CBDa, THCA, CBNCA, CBCA. All of these cannabinoids derive from CBGA.
That's the mothership. Right?
That's the mother of all. Okay, of all cannabinoids, and that comes from allotolic acid. Okay, and allotolic acid is an acid, and so it produces CBGA, and that's an acid, and all the other cannabinoids are acid. That's what the biochemical machinery of the plant does. Okay, it just produces acids. Now, the ones that are not acid, in the process of going from acid to non-acid, is a process called decarboxylation, and that happens spontaneously with time or heat or light or whatever. And so that's the reason why a lot of people recognize CBD or CBG or CBN as the cannabinoid and not the acid forms, because the acid forms are so unstable. But that's really what the difference is. The difference also exists in what I referred to earlier as the pharmacodynamics and how these cannabinoids interact with different receptors and enzymes. The acids are important for that as well. And I can go into some detail about that too, if anybody wants to ask a question.
Well, I think the people that will be, viewing this or joining us today live, these outputs dramatically advance your knowledge over. You're moving into the 5-10%.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to blow anybody away, but I'm hoping I'm saying things in terms of
that the mother. There's a mother. Compound, which is, what did you term that? The mother?
Well, you said mother. I said it was the precursor.
The precursor. Yeah. And that's called what?
CBGA.
CBGA.
CBGA, or cannabigerolic acid. Yes.
Okay, and that spawns the other cannabinoids.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So when you go and people talk to you about CBD, CBN, CBG, THC, all these subcannabinoids that from a marketing perspective are being seized upon, right, to kind of create an interest in these other subcannabinoids. It's all still coming from this one mother, CBGA.
Yep. Okay. All the cannabinoids come from CBG.
Two, the research that you're doing and have been doing with the chylocannabinoid, right?
Yep.
Is innovative for its ability to bypass the liver, dramatically increasing the medicinal benefits you're seeking, because it's more medicine getting to and into the body.
Yep.
Okay, that's great.
That is correct. As a matter of fact, we have a patent application filed on that composition.
Okay, so it's patent pending.
Yep, it is.